Okay, I got one of these here cutting boards that I got from Amazon, and I'm using that as plastic for making plastic pulleys with. Now what I did was I put some super glue in here, and I super glued that into the plastic pulley material. And so what I'm going to do now is I got everything lined up here now on the center of the spindle, and I'll now drill the holes for the mounting screws and tap those. That's coming up next. Okay, it's the number 50 drill used for 256 screw. That's all 4 of the holes drilled. Now turn over and I can do the tapping. That should work out good. Alright. Okay, I put some 256 screws into the pulley blank here. That'll secure that nice. And so the next thing now will be to put that in the lathe and start machining that down to a pulley. That's coming up next. Okay, I have the pulley blank in my lathe now, ready to be machined down. This is the stem for it, and that's glued onto here, and this blank is also screwed on here with the 256 screws as we've seen originally here. That's good support there. It's glued now and screwed. However, though, I'm going to be putting a 3/8 inch bore through the center here to attach that to the final spindle shaft. But before I do that, just to make sure this is secure during the machining process here, I'm going to drill and tap for a 1/4 20 screw in the center here, just to hold everything tight while I do the outside machining here. And then I can take that screw out and then rebore that to the 3/8 inch diameter, inside diameter, as necessary then. And that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, I took a measurement of the belt that I'm going to be using for this project, and then I put on my CAD drawing, TurboCAD, and then I printed it out, and then I made it, cut it out and put on a blank piece of tool steel, a cutoff blade, and then I took it to my bench grinder and ground down the profile. So I'll use this now as a form tool for the plastic pulleys. Okay, first we want to get it turned down to the round size. Okay, I have a center line on the pulley blank, and I have the form tool centered up on there. Use the magnifying glass. You can see that through the magnifying glass, but I have it all lined up there now in center of the form tool. What I need to do now is get a depth stop on this now, and that's about 160 thou. Okay, I'm going to take the cross side and slide in slow. I have the indicator set up here for a depth stop. And so now just take it nice and slow here and see what we get. Gotta put a little light on the subject here a little bit. Here we go. As you see, I'm taking it very, very slow. And I'm watching my dial indicator. That's the most important thing right now. Get a little bit more speed on the RPMs. Okay, 50 thou in depth. 60 thou. 70. The deeper I go, the more material I'm taking out now. 80 thou. 90. Okay, there's 100 thou. I'm going to back out from there and just see what we got here. Okay, everything looks nice and even as I'm looking for. Okay, come back on my 0 mark and got extra 60 thou. I need to go now. There's my 100, and I got 60 thou to go now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. Right there, 60. That's 60 thou. Okay, there, there it is formed in there. And let's try the belt now on there. Here's the belt. Just put the belt in there like this. And so we get, oh, it looks good. Look at that. It's got a nice grip on it. I like that. That's what we're looking for. It's going in nicely. I like that. Okay. I think that's going to work good. Okay. We'll do the second pulley now, the big one, after I get this here. Now I got it in here, concentric. I need to drill in through here now and do the boring so that the shaft goes through properly. And then once we get the shaft hole bored through, then we'll be ready to do the second pulley. Okay, so I can take out this screw now that I temporarily had in here to give it an extra support while I was machining it. And remember, I have those 4 permanent screws around the perimeter to hold it to the, plus it's glued to the arbor This screw is just there to hold it while I was machining it. Now ready to do the bore. Okay, ream it now. This is 374 thousandths. It's a thousandths below 375. And we'll see how that works with the shaft. This is the shaft that we're going to be putting in there. Okay, it looks like I better go to 375. Okay, I have my 3/8 inch reamer in here now. And we're going to open it up another thousandths. I'm just sliding this in by hand. Tailstock. Okay. Let's see how that works now on the shafting. Now going through that plastic, so that plastic does want to close in a little bit. But I think, okay, that's it. That's going to work good. Alright, real good. Okay, so as we got so far, excuse me, now going here like that. Of course, I'll put a set screw through here, and here's the pulley and belt. So far, so good on that. The next would be to make the larger pulley now, same way. That's coming up next. Now for the bore for the larger pulley, I have to use a bigger arbor there because this here has to now fit the motor shaft itself here. I can't get this off. This is on there pretty tight, and so that's pressed on there real tight and everything, so I'm going to have to just use that and come down like that, enough that I can get a set screw through here into here, these flats, and I'll be working on next year on this. Okay, just for the fun of it here, I got the bearings on here, on this shaft here, the driven shaft, and let's just see how this tracks here. I'm just going to hold the bearings here a little bit, and we'll turn the lathe on and see what we got here. Can you see that? Yeah. Let's see how. That's tracking nice. That's going to work good. Okay, that's going to work good.